So a lot of people sounding off for the road to Gencon. It's that time of year. People are thinking maybe it's my chance. Maybe it's my year to win a title as part of the SRG universe at the biggest, grandest stage of them all, Gencon. Well, not everyone's thinking that. ACCW, Arkham City Championship Wrestling, will not be at Gencon. There will be no one representing us at Gencon because we are boycotting this year. And here's a little reason why. We've seen a lot of people talking about the managerial acumen of the GM, John. He's a man who I have had some dealings with in the last 3 years. Ever since 3 years ago, myself, Big Nate, Nighttime Nate walked in. We took on John, we took on Steve in a tag team match that would have gone to a +7 crowd meter. Right then, they knew that we were stars. They knew that there was something special about these guys from New Zealand, and they put a carrot in front of us. They said, perhaps if you keep performing well, perhaps we'll put you in the game. Perhaps, you can get a contract to the LFF. And, we were naive back then. We thought, hey, why not? We'll go along. We'll see what we can do. First year up, only just joined the game. Semi-finals in the tag team division of Worlds. We'd literally played more games in that tournament than we'd ever played in our lives before. And we were right at the pinnacle. The following year, I come back. Nighttime Nate has to stay there, but I bring another two Kiwis with me. Again, top 4 in the tag team division. I made it to top 8 at the Worlds, where I somehow got paired up against, who was it? That's right, the eventual winner, King Pink. And who made that pairing? It was Mr. GM John again. And it started to get me feeling like I didn't think too much about it. I was like, fair enough, I lost to the guy who won, and full credit to King Pink. I got nothing against him, but buddy, we're still 1-1. I'll come up to that. Last year, it started feeling like if you weren't part of KSW, perhaps it was harder to win a championship. Not unheard of. Of course, the tag champs didn't go to KSW, but they picked up the Underworld title. They picked up the World title. Hell, and much respect to them. Paige Rager, we sat down after you when we broke bread together. I ate with the King Show. I have nothing but respect for their ability in the ring. However, it was getting a little bit suspicious when, come the tag team mixed tournament, I'd gone undefeated. I then got into the semi-finals. Look who it was again. I got somehow randomly paired up against King Pink. But of course, that one didn't go like it did the year before. I bet King Pink in one of the best tag team matches I've ever had. Ask the man himself. I know as much as we love going back and forth, we do have respect for each other. We do know how good each other is. And then it got me to thinking, I don't know, maybe John does have something against let's not say King Show, because there are a lot of good players, but you're either with John or you're against him, and that's the feeling I started getting. And that's when I came up with a bit of a plan. That's when I decided that, you know what, I said that I was the highlight of the night. I said I was the +5 crowd meter eater, which I have proven time and time again. And I was like, you know what, I am going to guarantee that I walk away from Gen Con with a belt. And you know what, let's have a quick look at what we've got down here. Look at that. It's a LFF tag team belt. How did I get that? Did you come to think? Well, I put a plan together. I outthought the GM. I outthought the King Show. I recruited one of their own to join the ACCW, and we put on a show. Oh boy, did we put on a show. The guys and girls of the King Show and everyone watching thought that they had been triumphant, thought they'd taken 3 out of 4 titles, until Phil, my good friend, my good partner, came across, saw the light, and came across to ACCW, handing me that belt, and we are the co-champions. And this, my friends, is how you get around a GM that tries to rig things. You don't bitch and moan. I mean, I got nothing but respect for our first champion, Sean. You've done a lot of great things. You're a good player, but you know, just whining about stuff isn't going to get stuff changed. Sometimes you got to put action in. And that's what I'm doing. I am boycotting this year's Gencon because I'd been promised if I kept showing up, maybe if I won a title, they'd put me in the game. But you know what? I don't see it. I don't see a card. I don't see me in the game. I see the Kings in the game. I see a bunch of other guys from Kentucky who've really done nothing except steal the worst, absolute worst gimmick in New Zealand iconic history of being lovers of sheep. I see they've got some cards. I see XCW. God, nearly everyone at XCW's got a card, and what have they done? Nothing. So, this is a boycott. Until you see the Kiwi Connection or Right Time Riot in card form, I will not be back at Gencon. You know, whether or not they want to make that happen, that's up to them. But right now, I'm going to issue a challenge. Anyone at Gencon who wins a title with either Dynamite, Gia de los Muertos, or Liger, these are cards that I had a hand in designing, I will send a personally signed card of any of those competitors to anyone who wins a title with any of those characters. Dynamite, Laura, our first world champion who that card's based on, I'll get her to sign that if you win with her. Gia de los Muertos, the card that I designed and got made through the Creator Wrestler comp last year. I will sign an alternate early edition version of that for you, and I'll send it to you. And Liger, of course, the independent superstar of IPW, who I am a proud commentator for. I will get that man to sign a copy of it and send it to you if you can win a title. So there you go. There's a challenge to anyone out there. If you win a title with any of those 3 characters, you'll get a personally signed card all the way from New Zealand. We may even throw in a little bit of original artwork by the artist Mikhail Muliapula, who did the art on Liger, who is also, in fact, Liger. There you have it. That's why you won't be seeing ACCW in 2018 at Gencon. If you want to see us back in 2019, perhaps have a word with Steve, have a word with John and say, you know what, maybe now's the right time to bring Riot into the LFF.